So I hear you guys want to learn how to make a Xbox 360 dashboard background for, well, nothing, basically. So, what you're going to need for this project is basically Photoshop and internet. So you're going to want to go into Pirate Bay, and the link is below. If the link doesn't work, then you just want to go straight into the piratebay.org and type in Photoshop CS5 or CS4, depending on what you wish to use technically, and download it, because you know it's going to be free, and because Pirate Bay is illegal. So, and here's my copy. So what you're going to want to do is just going to want to go into that and wait for it to load up, and then you are going to want to open the program. And depending on the speed of your computer, depends on the time that it's going to take to open up. Okay, so here is one that I was doing earlier, so I'm just going to make a new one. Okay, here's my new one. Okay, so you just want to go. So what you need to do is you need to go on to Google. Well, first you need to go onto your internet browser. You want to go straight into Google and go into Google Images, and then you want to type in Xbox 360 dashboard template. And you'll find one of these. And this is the one that you are going to want. Now, you can just go copy, image, straight to Photoshop, edit and paste. Okay, so this is your image that you're going to be using. Now, as you can see here, the orange is a use space. So that is used by all the icons that go scrolling across your screen as you're on the desktop. And the white space is a free space. Now, not all of the white space is free space. I would suggest that you put it a lot nearer the top. So if you're going to put your items kind of below in the white space, then it won't work. So I suggest you put them near the top. Now I want to show you one that I made. Actually no, I can't because I don't have it, but I'll recreate a new one so that you lot can see. Okay, so now you've got that image, you're going to want to find like a nice background image to go on the free space. So for my sake, I'm going to go into Google and type in green background. And we just want to type that in. And that's the nice one. Or, no, that's a bit kind of, that's quite a nice one. And when you found the background that you like the most, just go to copy image, go back into Photoshop, edit, and paste. So you have that image there. Now, just going to want to drag this image and line it up. It doesn't have to be exact, just as long as you can't see the edges. Now to resize, you just press Control T, and that allows you to resize. And you're just going to stretch it out to cover the whole of your image, pretty much. Just move it up a bit if it's got a bit out of sync. And this bit here, you're going to want to move it up, and then it doesn't matter if you don't have to have a curve in it. That's not really essential. Just kind of move it down just so it's just above the curve, just so you can see the original. Basically like that. Just click apply, and then you're done. That's your image. Now, obviously, unless you want to keep it plain, then you just keep it plain. But obviously, you're going to you might want to write your own name on it, or you might want to put some symbols on it. So for this sake, I'm just going to put a couple of. Oh no, it depends. I'm just going to put a couple of CCTV cameras on it, just as a demonstration. Actually, no, I'm going to put a Minecraft logo on it. It doesn't matter if it's in PNG format or normal format. I usually use this one because it's nice and easy to edit out this one. And you just want to copy that straight in. Oops. And you just want to copy that straight into there. Click paste. And it's not in its best form because it's got black around it. And obviously you're going to want to resize that image so it kind of fits along the top. And you can do this with anything. You can put your text along the top, or you can put pretty much anything you can imagine on the top, just as long as it's nearer on the top, because otherwise chances are it probably won't work. Okay, so once you've got that, you're going to need to select this little tool with the paintbrush here and just kind of highlight around it, making sure that you get all in the gaps and stuff, and it's kind of all done nicely and stuff. It's possible to do, so it's nice. And then you just go delete, and that will delete your background. In the middle of the R's, I'm not entirely sure how you do that, because when I make backgrounds, I don't really tend to do in the middles, but I'll try just for the demonstration of this tutorial. No, I can't do it, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so basically, when this is on your Xbox, I can't show you, but I can give you a rough clue of what it's going to be like. Basically, if I just select a paintbrush tool, and then I select a nice huge, pretty huge paintbrush, change the size of, it's a bit too big. Basically, the bottom of where this orange bit meets the top bit will be basically kind of like this. I'm just gonna see if I can just demonstrate what it's gonna look like, pretty much. I'm trying to draw it, it's not letting me. But anyway, so you get the idea. The top bit is the used bit, and you don't have to worry about that bit. And you can put any, figures on there, or anything like you wish to put on there, your name, or, your date of birth, or an Xbox logo, or Call of Duty, or something like that. But that's just a nice little thing to do, and a lot of people don't know how to do it. What's also nice is to add a shadow effect on it, just to kind of make it stand out a bit more. So, if you go onto the layer which it is, so in my case it'll be layer 3, but it could be any layer to you. The layer where you can't really make out anything on the picture, and you right click that, and then you click blending options, and then you click drop shadow, and as you can see, it immediately puts some sort of a drop shadow there, but that's not big enough for obviously what you want. So you spread out your distance slightly, and then you do your spread, and that doesn't need to be too huge, and then you do your size. And the more size you do, the more blur it does. So that's I quite like the blurring effect. And then you can just do a bit more spread and then a bit more distance, and then you're okay. So yeah, that's what I quite like to do, and that's quite a nice one. I think I'm going to save this one. So yeah, I hope that helped you. You should already know how to use Photoshop if you've used it at school. If you don't, then just search up some tutorials on YouTube. The download link for Adobe After Effects from thepiratebay.org is below, the one that I have currently. And if you need uTorrent or BitTorrent, then just type uTorrent or BitTorrent in on Google, and it's probably going to be the first website that's there. So I hope this helped for all of you that didn't quite know on how to do this. And it does look quite nice once it's uploaded, as long as you just leave it the exact size that it is, and you don't start resizing it, it'll be fine. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I say, I hope this helped you quite a bit. And I'm sorry for the lack of intro and stuff, but to be honest, I'm really getting fed up with doing intros and subscribe buttons, so, just comment, rate, and subscribe, I can't really be bothered to make them. I don't see why I need to make intros, but if you guys like intros, then, comment below that you really do like intros, and I'll start making them again. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again in one of my videos very soon.